Assalamu alaikum. My name is Janan, and this is another episode of iTVusa's Spotlight, where we interview Muslim leaders of organizations and learn more about what they're doing and what being a leader means to them. I'm honored to present today's guest, Brother Oussama Jammal, who is the Secretary General of the U.S. Council of Muslim Organizations, USCMO. USCMO is an umbrella organization of national, regional, and local Muslim organizations. Welcome, brother. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Sister Janan, and good morning or good afternoon to our audiences as well.
Yes, alhamdulillah. So we're here to talk about USCMO and a special event that's coming up next week, starting June 12th. So please go ahead and introduce us to those who don't know more about USCMO.
Well, the U.S. Council of Muslim Organizations, abbreviated as USCMO, as you said in the introduction, a national, regional, and local Muslim organizations that span from, across the United States. We are a very diverse group. We come from different specialties, grassroots, civil rights, legal rights, youth. We have, different backgrounds, Black and whites, Rohingya, Somali, Bangladesh, Arabs, Pakistani, Indians. Alhamdulillah, we are very diverse in terms of ethnicity. Again, the differences in terms of the formation. We have local councils, we have local masajid, we have relief organizations. We can easily say we are what the community looks like. We are the community, and that is a blessing that we celebrate this magnificent diversity within our community. The U.S. Council of Muslim Organizations quickly was formed in 2013. Our first National Muslim Advocacy Day was in 2015, and this year we are celebrating our 10th anniversary.
MashaAllah, that's so great. That is exciting to hear. Such a diverse group and an exciting milestone of 10 years of being an organization that brings together so many different organizations. And, I'm curious, I know you'll be talking about the special event, but how, if there's an organization out there that is listening, how can they become a part of USCMO?
Well, it is simple. All they have to do, if they go to our website, they can easily download when it says join us. They can easily just go download the application, fill it up, and email it back to us. There are instructions on that. And so we will review the application. It has to be a 501c3 organization, of course. And then it doesn't matter whether it is a mosque, whether it is a community center, whether it is an institution, a relief, grassroots, a specialty organization. They're all welcome. Because this is a representation of the Muslim community, and we welcome everyone.
Would you say that you have the grasp of the market right now of the organizations that are 501c3 that are mainly Muslim organizations? What percentage of that do you have an understanding right now of who is a part of USCMO and who else that should be joining, or is this rapidly changing day to day, year to year?
Yeah, well, definitely. I know who's with USCMO, and
Sure.
it is rapidly changing, and Alhamdulillah, it is continuously growing. So from
Okay.
8 organizations, well, we are over 50 organizations and counting. So Alhamdulillah, we are on a growth path, and we anticipate this year to even grow more than previous years, and that will be the trend, that we will be continuously growing. Alhamdulillah, USCMO is now known across the country within our community. The pockets and the areas and the states that they don't know about us, soon they will be known about us. Alhamdulillah, we have several initiatives. We have several signature projects, and that will touch the life of our community, and will be serving as well our community. So USCMO is basically the mother of all organizations, if I may say that.
That's wonderful. That's a great way to see it. And inshallah, yes, many more will continue to join. And I'm looking forward for you to share about all the different initiatives. But let's start with the one that's coming up very soon this June, June 12th, about Annual National Muslim Advocacy Day.
Absolutely. This is our main signature project, and this is one of the main events that we do in a year, and every year. Alhamdulillah, again, the attendance been growing every single year, with the exception of the pandemic years that's, of course, affected the entire country. But Alhamdulillah, basically, this is an event where many Muslim organizations from across the country, they do come, they converge into Washington, D.C. on specific days. And then we do have certain issues that we bring to members of Congress, try to educate, try to inform, try to discuss with them, and of course, try to get their support for these issues. And mainly these issues are national and domestic issues, that concerns Americans in general, as well as Muslim Americans. And so those are important days and times that we come to members of Congress, share with them these concerns of Muslims, or some good bills that we believe that will help America and American people, that we try to support. And that was a great experience. It connects our people together. It brings everybody to the table. It encourages our community to understand their system, the American system, how our Congress function, how bills become a law. It is a great opportunity. It's educational, it's informational, it is activism, it is assertiveness. I think this has been an excellent experience for our community, especially when we see young people come and join us, and get their eyes on what's really may be interesting in their career life. And every year we see more and more Muslim American young people are serving in Congress, either as interns or as staffers. So it's a great opportunity.
Absolutely. It's so important to be civically engaged and organized and a part of this because we live here and it's very important to be a part of the fabric of these conversations and advocate. So are there specific issues or topics that you can share that you will be advocating for next week,
Of
inshallah?
course, we have 3 or 4 main issues that we would like to introduce or to share with members of Congress and to push. Those are already either bills are already or proposals already in Congress, or something that we bring in you. For instance, our first one would be about the U.S. House of Representatives and the Senate to co-sponsor the Combating International Islamophobia Act. This bill has been introduced in 2020 when President Biden was elected. And the true primary aims of combating international Islamophobia Act is to establish an office to monitor and combat Islamophobia at the State Department, and to be headed by a special envoy. That's what we're asking to have. First of all, to establish the office at the State Department, and then to appoint a special envoy to monitor and combat Islamophobia. And basically also what we would like to do is to amend the Foreign Assistance Act and International Religious Freedom Act to require annual reporting in Islamophobia in each foreign country and the steps taken by that country to combat it through education programming and public awareness initiatives. So this is really very, very important for us as one of the issues that we bring into Congress. The other issue that we also would like to discuss is for both, the House and the Senate to become an original co-sponsor of the Muslim American Heritage Month resolution. Muslims have been in America since before the founding of our nation and have contributed to our nation's rise and every stage of its development. USMO believes that it is time our nation recognizes and celebrates the heritage and culture of American Muslims as a unique community in a dedicated month of annual recognition in the same way that our nation does for African Americans, Asian Americans, Arab Americans, women, and other celebrated community. So this is something that new that we are introducing. We believe it is about time for Muslim Americans to be recognized. The third issue is, again, this is for both House and the Senate, is to assert congressional oversights, investigate and reform the illegal and unconstitutional watch list. This is unfortunately an attack and an infringement on our civil rights. And therefore, as the watch list approaches its 20th anniversary now, since the creation of September 2003, I'm sorry, USMO is urging Congress to conduct a series of hearings in the House and the Senate Judiciary and Homeland Security committees. And basically the primary goal of this hearing is to address the concerns associated with this covert and discriminatory list and work towards implementing necessary reform. Muslim Americans been patriotic, being loyal, been serving our country in every front. And I think this is something that must be addressed and must be resolved. And a reform is long overdue. So these are our major three, issues that we are bringing to Congress, and also there will be some other, minor issues that we are also bringing. That kind of make this year also an exciting year for us.
Absolutely. And so those that are joining you on this annual National Muslim Advocacy Day, do you have a training for them, or how can people get involved and also learn to speak about these issues? They are serious and we don't want to misspeak or anything like that. So tell us more about how it's like to get involved with you all on this Advocacy Day.
Absolutely. One of the great opportunities with USCMO is that we, when the attendees register with us, we bring everybody to training, and we do virtual training, online. And as a matter of fact, last night, we had a major training for all the attendees. And then we go through the entire bills, what they are, what do they mean, and how their history, the reasons we are bringing them, the importance of having them in there. And then, of course, about, how to get your meetings, how to schedule your meeting, how to present the issues, how to talk with members of Congress. All those kind of training, truly professional, truly first degree, training that we have for our attendees. And then on the first day of the Advocacy Day, we get together, and also we go through a quick a training just to make sure that everybody refresh their memories, and those who missed the training, they still got an opportunity to get another chance to go through the training. Right. So we do take this very seriously, and we have professionals and experienced people who do that. And over the years, several organizations been conducting those trainings, from CARE to Polygon to several groups. And I'm so happy to see even those who have been with us over the years, they became themselves very well versed with the advocacy day, and they can do the training themselves. And we have seen that being actually implemented in their local state advocacy days. And that is how we work together. That's how the service really reaches to everyone, and the experience that we gain benefit our local communities. And that what USCMO is all about.
Absolutely, that impact that can ripple down into all different forms of utilization by the Muslims that are part of these organizations. That's
Absolutely.
wonderful. That's really exciting. Inshallah, it's a huge success. So, anything more to say about this annual National Muslim Advocacy Day that you'd like to share or get people involved for this event? Because I want to hear about your other
Yeah.
projects as well.
Right. Yeah. Well, for this event, today is the last day for registration because we
Okay.
really need to quickly assign people to their groups, as well
Yes.
as to make sure that they get their appointments with their representative.
Right.
So please go ahead and visit our website, uscmo.org, and go to events and go to the 8th Annual National Muslim Advocacy Day. Click there and make sure to register. Today is the last day, and you need to make arrangement for your, transportation and accommodation, whatever you need to do. That is done by each individual or their organizations. So that's all I can say. We are looking forward to see everyone and celebrate with them another successful year, inshallah. We are so excited. Something new we are introducing this year is competition. We're making competition among the organizations who is going to bring the highest number of attendees, and those will get the first place or the second place or the third place. So go ahead and let the competition begin. We're looking forward to see some enthusiasm, some excitement, some happy times, and at the advocacy day, and we're just looking forward to it.
Inshallah. Great. Yes. So again, that's uscmo.org.
Correct.
For those. So inshallah, yes, check out the events tab. And yeah, so what other initiatives and projects would you like to tell the audience about?
Sure. This year we have several initiatives. The first one and the most important one is what we call it the Muslim American Equity Initiatives, also known as the Twin Mosque Initiative.
Yes.
And it is culminated by what we call the Seal of Equity. This is basically bringing our African American and immigrant communities together in engaged activities and discussions and celebrating the strength that each community bring together, because I believe we are one community, and in order to work for a one community, we need to really exercise that and bring that to life through engagement, through true and actual integration and working together as one community. Our African American brothers and sisters, those are the beginning of Islam in USA, and they have done so much sacrifice, so much hard work, not just to building America, but also to pave the way for immigrants like ourselves to come here and enjoy their civil rights and freedom. And so it is very important that this project is a year long. Each quarter, the participants between two masajid will get the seal of equity. They start from bronze to silver to gold and then to platinum. So it is really a great program. And by the end of the year, we will be celebrating those who have made the achievement. And then we have the first National Muslim Youth Conference this year, and also the National Muslim Women Conference this year. And then there will also be the tradition that we have established last year, and that is recognizing Muslim American women achievements and contributions award ceremony. So that is also coming up this year, in addition to several other initiatives. And now, as I mentioned at the beginning, we are celebrating our 10-year anniversary. We're busy this year. We're very, very busy this year.
Oh, wow. And for your anniversary, is that going to be held at any of these different events that you're having?
The anniversary is it's by its own, so
Okay.
it is October 15. It's going to be in Chicago. So those who would like to join us, please get your tickets ready if you are coming from out of town, or tune up your car and make sure to drive and be with us. It's going to be a unique and an excellent celebration, inshallah, for 10-year anniversary.
Wonderful. So let's talk a little bit more about the youth conference and the women. Do the people that are involved, do they have to be involved, a part of USCMO, or is this open for everyone? Tell us more about how that
Yeah.
works.
No, obviously, primarily we will be targeting our member organization because that's part of the service. But
Yes,
no, the youth conference and the women conference, that's for our community as well. You
sure.
know, we serve the community. We don't serve only, yes, our members bring strength to USCMO, bring the diversity that is needed, brings the power because now we speak with power. We speak with a credible representation of our community when we have that many members of our community, and that's how we become strong, and we can bring Muslim issues to the front. But these kinds of conferences, it is about discussing issues that are important for us, and we need to hear it from everyone. Back in 2015 and 2016, USCMO held the National Muslim Leadership Summits. And it was not just for the members, it was for everyone because we believe Muslim issues need to be discussed with all Muslims. And so we invited Muslim leaders from all different organizations, USCMO and non USCMO. And the same thing for the Muslim Youth Conference and the Muslim Women Conference. That will be for everyone because these two issues are pertain to our community and they have the right to be there. And inshallah, once those are announced, the time and the registration, then that will be shared for those who will be. Now, of course, we leave it to the committees who are organizing these events because those will be the first ones. So sometimes in the first, events that you do, you try to make sure that you contain it in order to make sure that it is successful, and then you build on that one, and then you start to open it more and more. But we inshallah look forward to these and have more participation in there, inshallah.
Inshallah. Just a question. Do you know if they're going to be also based in Chicago or not
I
yet?
believe the youth conference is going to be in Chicago. The women conference is in debate, so we'll see which city is going to win that location. But we will announce it in due time, inshallah.
Inshallah. That's wonderful. A lot of initiatives, a lot of target groups that can really use these resources, events, initiatives, and organization to come together. Because any of these opportunities allows us to be stronger, learn about what's happening, especially with that perspective, the diverse perspective that you mentioned USCMO offers. The organizations from different levels with different pain points, different experiences. So, yes, inshallah, may it just continue to strengthen and help strengthen our communities as well. Inshallah.
Inshallah. Yes, that's the hope. That's the hope.
Yes. So you've really, enjoyed, it sounds like, being a part of this organization. What is your favorite part of leadership? So this is a spotlight where we're highlighting leaders. So in your experience over all of these years, what is a leadership milestone that you have achieved personally from being a part of USCMO?
Well, I tell you, working for the community it has been my bread and butter. This
Okay.
was like since day one that I came to the United States. I was involved in student governance elections. Yeah, I was first came to Utah, and I was at that time. This was in 1982. I was elected president of International Student Association when I went to Weber State University in Ogden, Utah. And ever since, that was my first year being in the United States of America, and I enjoyed the freedom, the open door for participation, for engagement. So ever since until today, I've been involved in community service, community activities, serving all different national, local organizations, and building masajid and building communities. And I think the major things that I have learned is one unique thing being in the United States of America is that I've been able to deal with very diverse group of Muslims and
Yes.
non-Muslims as well, and that gives you, if you really take it to heart, gives you a great way to communicate, to connect, to gain the trust, and also to see the opportunities to serve in different aspects. It gave me understanding of the personal skills of people, understand the different interests, and most important, how to work with different groups, how to work with different interests, and make sure that you bring everyone to the table, and be a place where unity is. Unity is my um, everything in my life. I
Yes.
believe unity is the destiny of Muslims, and if we do not work towards this, we are violating a major commandment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala when He told us, وَاعْتَصِمُوا بِحَبْلِ اللَّهِ جَمِيعًا وَلَا تَفَرَّقُوا. Be united, do not be divided. And if Salah and Psalm were commandments of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, unity is another commandment. And I have committed myself to bringing unity, inshallah, to our community. And that's my greatest joy, that every morning I wake up, I say, okay, what's next today? What am I going to do today? And that what drives me every single day to work with enthusiasm, with passion, and with love. And I just love our community. It's one of the greatest community I have ever worked with, and not just the Chicago, the Washington. This is the entire Muslim American community that I'm speaking about.
Absolutely. Alhamdulillah. What a great perspective you share. And you've had just doing all these different levels of work. And you're absolutely right. It's such a unique perspective and place to be able to work with Muslims from different backgrounds, different ages, and so much diversity. But then we have what in common, the unity in our religion. So, mashallah, that's great. Thank you. Thank you for sharing everything you did today. And I really pray that it's a very successful event for next week, as well as all the following things. And I can't wait to hear more about the conferences, the announcement, specifically the women's conference. I'm personally very interested, and inshallah, I'm sure we'll be meeting again to hear more about USCMO.
Inshallah. Thank you for hosting me, and I wish everyone a wonderful day. And I look forward to seeing everyone, inshallah, at the Advocacy Day. Thank you.
Inshallah, thank you. Yes, thank you for everyone for tuning in, and inshallah, we'll have another episode next week of Spotlight. Jazakallah khair to our guest and to everyone at home. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Thank you. Okay.